Because at that point, right? At that point, I wouldn't care if people laughed at me, if they joked on me, if they put me on their Instagram or Facebook page, because I'd be willing to fight what was valuable to me. See, what I'm not asking y'all to do, I'm not asking you to go to your next meeting or go to your next workshop or go with your manager and be like, hey, tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air, because they may not have you come back tomorrow. But what I am saying, with that same intensity, with that same I don't care who sees me mentality, will you fight for difference in that way? Even if people laugh at you, if they joke on you, that's how I know that it's moved not only from head, but to your heart. Is when you fight in that way where people look at you funny and they look at you with sharp things. And y'all, I get it. As I travel across the country, y'all, and it's not just even in this country. You go to other places, it's caste systems. You go to other places, it's tribal, right? It's class issues. But as I travel across the country, I've learned that most people don't believe in diversity. They don't. Most people don't believe in diversity at all. Most people believe in what I call DiversiMe. It's the value that's about me is the only thing that has value. It's a specific difference about me. And y'all, what I'm not saying your specific difference doesn't matter, it doesn't have value. But what I am saying, if it's only about your significant difference, that's not called diversity, that's called selfishness. True diversity and inclusion is when we can stand up and fight for the needs of others. Well, that's real diversity and inclusion, right? And this is the thing, especially, I love us and I love the work that we do. And it's not us in this room, I'm sure. But many times as I go places, I end up having to do patchwork things because what we've made diversity and diversity and inclusion is we made it this kumbaya experience. And what I started understanding is sometimes we've made diversity, as long as you agree with my brand of diversity, then you're okay. And there's been some people that have been excluded from our tables of inclusion. And they come up afterwards like, Justin, thank you. For the first time, I felt included as part of this conversation. We have to do a careful job of the work that we do to make sure everybody can come to the table. Now, what I'm saying, everybody has to come to listen. But everyone should be at the table. Imagine you were in a relationship. And you told the person that you were in a relationship with, and you said, hey, you know what? You've talked enough. You sit down, shut up, and I'm going to do the talking. Do you think that person is going to jive with that? No, because everybody wants to be included now. How do we do this? What are ways that we practically can get here, right? Because some of you are saying, well, Justin, what if I don't agree? How do I help people that don't agree with their difference? And this is what I want to apologize, right? I want to apologize on behalf of diversity educators and people who do this work that made this kumbaya experience. Because real diversity is not necessarily that we all hold hands and walk in unity. Real diversity is when we disagree with each other, do we still respect each other? Can we see each other's humanity? That's when we embrace everyday difference. You know, we're going to disagree on some things. But how do we come to the table to respect each other in the midst of those disagreements? So what does that look like? How do we get there?